Welcome to Born for the Trades, a home service podcast. And I'm your host, Mandeep. And today we have two amazing and beautiful women out here. Leslie from Elite Call and Dana from Opus and Goals Group, OG Group. Welcome to our show.
Thank you, Mandy, for having us.
You're welcome. So, what do you think about this Pantheon event? Like, how was it, and any key takeaways?
You know, this event was probably one of the biggest events I've been to, but being able to network with other industry leaders, how we can partner and just continue to provide knowledge and educate those around us that are doing the same thing, that love what they do. But yes, my key takeaways was really just the partnerships that we've built while being here.
That's awesome. And Dana, what do you think?
I would say something, very similar. I think from a home service expert, like there's so much that was kind of given out as far as information, this week, as well as like so many providers out there. And it's just like really doing due diligence to look into like what are your needs, and to make sure you research and ask others who they're using, just to make sure you're finding the right partnerships.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Wanted to share your story. How did you get into the trades? So let's start with Dana.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
As far as starting in the trades, yes. So I actually didn't come from this background at all. I came from corporate retail, was a buyer for years, did visual merchandising, also did, I worked for an ad agency.
Wow.
And so did that for like a good 10 years, which you may say, okay, so how did you get to the trades?
Yes.
And so then my brother owned a business and was to the point where he wanted to get out of the day-to-day, and he and I started having conversations, and that's when I ended up in the trades. Fell in love with it once I learned it and all of that. We sold the business a year ago. And then, so now we're on the consulting and fractional side of things.
That's amazing, and congratulations on
Thank
that
you.
sale. You
Yes.
guys took that company from 11 million to 20.
Yes.
That's hats off to you guys.
Yes,
That's amazing.
exactly. Yeah, it was super fun. It was definitely a journey along the way, but it was great. It was
Awesome,
great.
awesome.
Thank you.
That's great. Thanks for sharing. And Leslie,
Yes.
how did you get into the trades?
So I actually got into the trades. I was running like an ad agency before, where I was doing advertisements for car dealerships.
Nice.
And then, I don't know, it just I wanted more for myself, wanted to learn something new. I did also move to locations, so I started looking for a job. Met Jack, which is the CEO of Elite Call, and he introduced me to the trades, to all of these industry leaders. I've learned so much in the last 2 years, just of like-minded individuals that just want to continue growing every day.
That's amazing. And I wanted to ask you, how Jack's leadership, shaped your career and overall as a human being.
Yeah, Jack is awesome. I've never met a leader like him. We believe a lot in impacting lives and doing the right thing. Empower each other to continue excelling in anything that you're doing. I don't know where I would be here without Jack.
Yeah, that's amazing. Jack is an amazing person.
Yeah.
So good at heart. I always giving back, and love Jack, and love what you guys doing with Elite Call.
I want to give a special shout out to Rilla, the sales coaching AI software that holds the technicians accountable and gives them the support and guidance they need to maximize all the opportunities you spend your hard-earned money on. Our friends at Elite Call, the outbounding specialists, a service that brings wasted leads and brings them back to life to create more opportunity and keep the dispatch board full, integrate them right there into Service Titan for you.
I want to give special shout out to Grow Reviews, one of our sponsors, America's first platform to capture instant text and video reviews. If a picture is 1,000 words, a video is worth 1,000,000. Book a demo with Grow Reviews by visiting website www.growreviews.com, and you can get in touch with their sales reps to book a demo.
Yeah.
Let's talk about culture. Want to touch base on the culture side. Dana, what do you think? how this culture is like playing a big role in the home service industry and why it is important to have good work culture.
Right. Well, just to go on, you guys with Elite Call, like I have loved this week hanging with you guys at the booth, seeing your culture, going out to eat with you guys, and you have an amazing culture. It's been very fun. Like we were talking the other day, like I really miss having a large team again, just being with you guys. I'm like, oh, I miss that.
Yeah.
Not that Chuck and I have our own culture. There's only 4 of us, but yeah, it's totally different from when we had 130 employees.
Yeah.
For sure. So for us, for culture, like culture shifts over time as you continue to grow. And that was something that we discovered. Like, listen, Chuck in his 9 years with the business had a great culture, but we had to change that culture as we were evolving. And so for us, we had to start putting some processes in place, and some people didn't necessarily like that, but once they gave it a chance, it was great. And so for us, that was important because culture isn't just the fun stuff, it's holding people accountable too.
Right.
And that was a little bit harder for some to take on, but then they realized, okay, hey, I'm working hard. I want everyone to do the same. We're all going for that same goal. And that was super important for us to discover and do all of that. So it's definitely evolving. Culture's huge. When you can get that culture right, man, that's what makes a company like really, really like go that next level for sure.
And that's how you take the company to the next level. If you have right work culture, right? People are happy. They don't feel like sad on Sunday night that they have to go to office on Monday, right?
Right.
That's the work culture should be there, right?
Right. Like you want to love going in, not dreading going into work, and love everyone that you work with and all of that for
That's
sure.
amazing. Thanks for sharing. And Leslie, what do you think? Like Dana said, right? Amazing work culture you guys have.
Yes, no, we're definitely a fun group. We have fun, but we work our butts off to accomplish the goals that we want to hit. But yeah, like you were saying, it's I get to go to work with our team, not I have to go to work. And it all starts from like what we believe in is, again, impacting lives. You never know what the person next to you is dealing with.
Exactly.
But being there for each other, encouraging each other is huge.
And I think that is what it's all about.
Yeah.
Like, our core values are empathy, positivity, and I think that drives a lot of things. So thanks for sharing. One last thing I want to ask you both, like, how can we empower women more, women in the industry? Because I see a lot of women like you both crushing it in the industry. So what do you think? How can we empower more women in the trades?
Woman power. No, I got a chance to listen to some of the women speak here. A woman that impressed me a lot was someone I met, Khadijah.
Yeah.
Her energy and her, again, the empowerment that she had for women in the trades was awesome to see.
Yeah.
I do want to meet her at some point as well. But yeah, the women in the trades, having a chance to have a voice and being able to innovate as a woman, and how open everyone is here for us, has been very special. Yeah.
That's awesome.
For me, I think that it is, just being open. Like, you came from car dealership, ad agency. I came from the corporate retail world, ad agency world, and it's just being open, because even though we're not from the industry, we have different thinking that comes in, and that can really, be great just to shake things up a little bit, do things a little bit different, because we are innovative, just like everyone else. And for us, we really tried to balance, all different, people within our company, and just be open, because everyone brings something different, and just trying to figure out what that is. Yes.
I agree.
Yeah, exactly. And so it's great. And I think that, for us, just trying to get more women in the trades, there's so many women out there, and we're starting to see that push even more. I'm involved in a local women in trades in my area, and so I think the more that we can get into that's just great to get other females to come into the industry.
That's amazing. Yeah, a lot of women out there, those are actually getting inspired, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they want to get into trades, especially HVAC, plumbing, which is, people say it's not that sexy, but home service is a huge industry in the US. So proud of you both, and I want to thank all our audience out there, those who are giving us lots of love and support to our podcast. And I want to thank our podcast sponsors, Elite Call, Rilla, and Grow Reviews. We're gonna link everything in the description so that you can check out these companies, amazing companies. And we will see you on the next one. And thank you so much for coming on our show and
Thank
share.
you so much, Mandy.
All right.